Hey guys, Dr Duce back again with another installment from the audio production spice rack. Now today's flavor is all about those pumping synths and keys that you get with effective sidechain compression. Want to find out how? Check this out. Okay guys, so what we're going to do today is add some energy and some movement to these two synth parts right here. Let me just play back what we've got. Okay, so that's the pad, and now I'll play you back the melodic part. Everything in context. Okay, so what we're going to do with these two synth parts is, first of all, we're going to add that pulsating rhythmic energy to both of these parts, just so that they can vibe with the overall rhythm of the track. Okay, that extra spice, that extra flavor. Okay, so the first thing we do is I'm going to start with this pad, and I'm going to come over here on the pad track, and we're going to insert a Logic compressor. Okay, a stereo compressor. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go for the Studio VCA. I like the extra tone that this gives, which we'll get to in a second. So the next thing we do is go to Sidechain and insert kick right here. Now the kick drum is on its own individual track up here, and it's an audio track. Okay, so this has been bounced down to audio. I'll show you the MIDI version afterwards. That's a kick right there. So what's actually happening is the impulses from the kick is coming into this compressor, which is going to impact on the synth. So let's get our synth playing at the same time, which is this one right here. Okay. So now what we want to do is mess with the threshold. So pull the threshold down. I'm going to solo adjust the synth so you can hear the movement of the synth as I adjust the settings in the compressor. So I'm messing with now the ratio. Now this determines how much change takes place. The attack, I'm going to have a very quick attack because I want, as soon as the kick hits, I want there to be an effect. And now the release determines how quickly the volume of the synth returns back to normal. And this is where you adjust the rhythm of the movement in the synth. Okay, so I'm going to bring the kick back in. If it's all the way off, you get this sound. I'm going to ease this up. Right, that's where I want it. And the final bit is over here. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to add a bit of distortion, which is going to give some extra flavor to the sound. Yeah, definitely feeling that. Yep. Now let's do the same with the lead part. Let's play that on its own. Take the kick out for a minute. Okay, same principle. Insert compressor, stereo compressor. I'm choosing again the VCA, Studio VCA. I'm going to add that soft distortion and insert the kick. Let's go back here, make sure the kick is inserted. Here we go. There you go. There you go. Wow, that sounds so cool. Bypass. Dead. No flavor. There we go. Wow. You could even give a bit more distortion. Let's see what happens if we add a bit more distortion. A bit more grit, you know? Yeah, so very quickly and very easily you can add that extra dimension, that extra flavor that's missing from what seemed to be a pretty decent sound initially. But let's hear these two together. Yeah, now everything. Finally, what I want to do is show you if your kick is just a MIDI kick, then this is how you do it. It's slightly different. It's a bit more complicated, but I mean, you get your head around it real quick. Let me show you. Okay, so right here, I've got my MIDI kick. Let me play that back for you, solo that. To sidechain, this is slightly different to when you've got an audio source. In Logic, the compressors tend to want to receive input either from an audio track or from a bus. So this is what you do. First of all, you go to the kick and you go to the send and you go to bus and you create a brand new bus. I'm going to use bus, let's go for bus 20. That's way out there. There's nothing on that. Now what I'm going to do is turn off the output of the bus. So I'm going to set this to no output. Let's label this. Okay, so now all we need to do is go back to our synth. Let's go for this one again, go back into our compressor. And so just remember that the kick is being set to bus 20. So you want to look for bus 20 in your sidechain input. So we come up here and we go to sidechain and we go down to bus 20, which is where the kick was being sent. So we're going to solo the synth and the kick and let's see if that works. Cool. And the same with the this one. Let's come to the compressor here on the melody. We're going to go to audio. We're going to go to kick on bus 20. And these are our two sidechain compressors. Okay, so slightly different process when you're working with a MIDI source. Okay, so that's it for this episode from the audio production spice rack. I'll be back real soon with more ingredients to spice up your productions. I'm Dr. Duce. Peace.